I'd abandoned myself for many years. And I realised that God is omniscient, omnipotent, He's omnipresent. It's like that sound on your gong out there. It just permeates everything and it just keeps building up. We can't be abandoned by our source because it is us. You know, the Atman and the Brahman are one. The soul and God are one. This body and everything in it is one with everything. Everything is connected. And when I realised, when I went through all of those layers and ticked them off one by one, it wasn't his fault, wasn't her fault, wasn't their fault. And I said to God, it was your fault. And he goes, no, not me. But maybe, you know, maybe we can look a bit closer to home. Once I realised that, I can't tell you this overwhelming release, this expansion of consciousness. It's like I'd reclaimed something of myself and it just filled with consciousness. And I just felt this overwhelming love for my mum. I just couldn't stop touching her. I kept pretending to throw her with my judo throws, and I just such unconditional love for my mum and for my dad and for my sister and for everybody. I suddenly realised that, you know, I'd still got things to work on, but God, writing that play, it took me to the very, very edge. On the morning the play came on, Brian, I broke my ribs in training. Everything was trying to stop me from getting to that play. Yeah. Everything was trying to stop me. I thought my agent was going to sack me. I thought my wife would be ashamed of me. She actually said to me, yeah, but these things you've written here, they didn't happen to you, did they? I'm like, you didn't do that to yourself. And I said, yeah, but I did. And that's the whole idea of writing the plays. I said, it's blackmailing me. So I've just got to stop it. I've got to bring it out.
What did your mom say?
She just said, because I asked for her to be protected, she said, what's the play about? I said, it's about a boy that was abused. And I said, and his parents deny it happened. I said, it's an amalgam of lots of stories. Oh, lovely. What do you want for breakfast?
Did she see it?
No. She doesn't see my stuff. She doesn't look at it. But that's okay. She doesn't need to. Yeah. I don't want my mum to be hurt in any sense. I don't, you know, I just love her. You know, everybody did their best. And my life is prolific and beautiful and expanded and articulate because that happened, not despite it. That sent me on a journey of understanding, trying to find not just knowledge, but not just understanding, but knowledge, certainty. I wanted to find certainties. I wanted to find purpose. In the Old Testament, they would call it logos. It literally means the word of God. I wanted to find something that I could be certain of. It sent me on a path, you know, this didactic path of massive learning. And I would never have done that without that crisis. I would never have done, there's no way I would have done that. I'd have probably just been the same as everybody else. I'd have probably just stayed in the factory and talked about doing something. But I was so driven. I was maniacal with what I did. And it's led me into the most beautiful places. It's led me to this beautiful relationship I've got with Sharon. I'm able to sit here today because of that, not despite it.
Yeah.
So it's, and because it happened, and because I went on a search to understand it into psychology, physiology, sociology, you know, into the metaphysics, to the spiritual realms, the Budo. And I don't mean socks and sandals and dream catchers. I mean proper Budo, proper scare the shit out of you, nearly take you to insanity Budo, you know. It took me to places that have given me real understanding, real certainty. In Islam, they call it yaqeen. It means certainty, knowledge. So knowledge is it's not like wisdom or understanding. They are the precursors to knowledge. Knowledge is a certainty that when it happens, it permeates you. It is you. You become knowledge. That's what you become. So there are certainties that I have based around some of the things I do, which are so certain that I cleave to God. I cleave to everything when I feel them.